Hi, welcome to my channel, and I'm back with Susie for my Deltarune series of stuff that I'm doing. And yeah, you can see throughout this process that I did a lot of different sketches. I had actually a lot of trouble landing on something that I liked at first. I didn't really want Susie to be boring because she's all about action. And she doesn't just, sit around and wait for somebody to come up with the plan. If you take too long, she's like, whatever, I'm on my way. So that's what I liked about her. I wanted to draw her swinging her axe, like a very dynamic pose. And I think I'm going to have to come back to this another time, because the problem that I encountered with this is that when I was trying to draw it in this like dumpy chibi style that I do, I felt like I couldn't get the range of movement with the arms around the big old chibi head. So I opted to go for something else. I wanted to include the axe, like the axe with Susie in the dark was that was a must-have. So that was without negotiation. I said to myself, nobody made me do this. I was, I don't know if anybody else does this as an artist, but you basically sit down and you convince yourself it has to be this way, and if it's not this way, you failed. So yeah, that's what my brain did. And also, to further peer pressure myself, I streamed this to some friends on Discord, so I had people watching me, and I wasn't about to just, like, give up. So, yeah, that kind of helped, too. I've been considering going back to streaming on Twitch, but, right now, I'm not. So, yeah, I'm just gonna dunk these here. So, Susie's color palette was pretty well in my comfort zone, so I wasn't really nervous about coloring her, because it's definitely stuff that I work with on a regular basis with my webcomic. My OC is, all pink, and if you're keeping up with the latest chapters, my other OC has purple hair right now, so pinks and purple are really fun for me to work with, and it's something that I do a lot, so I kinda am very comfy there. I wasn't as comfy with, I guess her snout. It's not something that I draw a lot, so I wasn't really sure how to fit it on her face, especially where a lot of the sprite references kind of draw her with her head at a 3/4 angle, so her snout goes out and slopes down a lot more, but I sort of wanted her facing forward more, and I don't want to adjust my poses just to fit references that are available. I wanted to sort of use my imagination and, my brain powers to get it to look how I wanted. I didn't want to, how do I limit my abilities just based on references that I could see and draw from. So I sort of used those references, but I also, tweaked it to fit the perspective that I wanted, and I got a result I was happy with. You could kind of see in the sketch on the left, I started to draw her with a longer snout, and I actually did like that, but it didn't suit the chibi style that I have been going for with everything else. So I opted to squish it in and make it more round. So I think in the future I'd like to draw a more serious looking Susie actually swinging her axe like that one very actiony pose I had at the beginning. But for this, I just didn't think it was gonna happen. So my coloring style, I do a lot similar to how I do my webcomic. I put in base colors, and the great thing about Deltarune is that the color palettes are very limited. So it doesn't take very long, and I do overlays and gradients to sort of make the base colors more spicy, because all I really do is cell shade on top of it. But I feel like the gradients add a extra layer of, I want to say, depth. It makes it more interesting to look at, definitely. But all I do is, you know, just cell shade, and then I go in and do the highlights on the hair and everything, and I do some overlay stuff with the line art color so that it's not just solid black. What I do is I pick a color and duplicate the line art layer and set the top layer to multiply and reduce the lower line art layer to about 25%. It gives kind of a neat effect. And for the background, I didn't want to do anything too fancy, so I just made a repeating pattern with the Deltarune symbol. And yeah, did some fancy stuff there. But that's it. It's done. And thank you for watching. I will be back next time with Ralsei, who I'm very excited to draw. More snoots, lots of greens and pinks. Yay. And also, I've got some other stuff I've been working on. So yeah, if you like what you see, you can subscribe, or you don't have to. I'm gonna keep posting crap either way. Thank you guys for watching if you made it this far. I'll see you next time. Bye!